I've been reading more recently because my brain felt super foggy. I was like, man, I'm watching too much TikToks or something. It was brain rot for real. Like I just felt, I don't know, I couldn't think properly, and I was like, enough is enough. I'm downloading a new book. I finished a whole book. It was like 350 pages and I finished it in one day. And then I started on the second book. What book? It's like a book about magic stuff. I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name. It's kind of like a fantasy book. It's BL. No, but there is romance in it. Okay. So pretty much like in the worlds, it's kind of like, it's medieval, I guess. And there's this mist. There's a mist over the whole town. I wouldn't say kingdom, but there is a king. And the mist, if you breathe too much of the mist in, it can infect you and it gives you a fever where you get sick with magic. You get sick magic. And it turns your veins like into like a really dark color and you get a fever. And then the town also has like this, it's like a group of people who work for the king, and they search for people that are sick and then they kill them and they send them out into the woods like, never come back, you're disgusting. It's not a Stephen King story, no, but I think there is one that's similar. Yeah, The Mist. I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, inspired. Except, so it gives you magic. Yeah, so they're killed and hunted down. There's like this whole storyline. It has to do with cards. They're kind of like playing cards, but they're tarot cards, I guess. And when you touch them, they give you a certain type of magic. I don't know. It's kind of lame now that I say it out loud. Card captors. Yeah, it's inspired by Stephen King and anime. Sounds anime as hell. Yeah, it kind of is. But there's some romance. But it's not all romance, okay? But it kind of is. I was just looking for a random... I think I typed in something. Oh, yeah, I just found like some Reddit list that was like, here's some different books for young adults, which I am, but I don't want to read books for people who are like in school or some shit. I'm done with school, you know? I don't want to go back to school like in this whatever. I'm done with school stuff, okay? Yeah, school sucks. Unless you're in school, then you better pay attention. I do not miss school. No, I don't. I do like listening to people talk. Like, I like listening to teachers talk. I like listening to people teach. But I hate that there's so much homework and stuff. Well, maybe it's easier now because you can get... Isn't that a thing they have now where you can have iPads or something? They give you iPads. From iPad baby to iPad student. Oh yeah, I remember older brother Watson we were talking about school with little brother Watson, and older brother Watson was like, man, if AI was a thing when I was in school, I would have abused the shit out of it. Mind you, brother Watson has like a master's degree, so I mean, I was telling him, I was like, no, they have ways to tell if you're using AI to write your essays or to do your work. Like, they can tell. And like, he's like, nah, I would have been able to finagle that. Oh, somebody confessed in the chat. They said that they're in school right now and they're using it. I'm telling the teacher. Yeah, they could. I did see something like that though, where the student was being accused of using like AI for her work, for some of her essays that she wrote, but it was like being detected by an AI system that, oh, this is AI. And I think she was trying to sue the school because she got in trouble for it or expelled, and she wasn't even using AI. How can you prove that you're not... How can you prove that you're not using AI if you're not, but you're being accused of it, right? She just had NPC brain, maybe. What a scam, right? You have to solve the CAPTCHA. They have to like record. They'll have to record people while they're working. I know that that's what artists do now, is they'll record like their drawing, because sometimes people will randomly be like, how could you post this? This is AI! And they have to prove that it's not. Messy, it's getting messy. Oh, the version history, that's true. Yeah, but with writing, it's different. I don't know. Well, I guess they're already recording everything we do anyway, so it should be... I feel like Japan would be the perfect place to have a venue where it's just VTuber performances, you know? I bet it would be even possible to do it so that there's like a different performance on like Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. The Orb, but for VTubers. Holodome. No. It'd probably be on a smaller scale. I don't know. Oh yeah. Or Vocaloid if there's no like VTubers to perform. You know, like a regular like concert venue. Yeah, the Vegas Sphere. It probably cost so much. I recently saw a video somebody was recording the Vegas sphere, and it's like that. It was just a regular emoji, right? But then it all of a sudden it starts doing like all these crazy words I can't even say. Probably shouldn't say.
Oh wait, I gotta push start. Oh, I missed all that.
Oh my God, Mom!
I hope you got it. Oh.
Everything you know is wrong?
Dude, that whole thing.
Whoa,
I thought
what
I
the
was on
fuck?
record and I wasn't. Did you record that? Ah, so disappointing.
Yo, are you guys not seeing this?
No, I was seeing it and I thought I was recording it the whole
No,
time.
are you not
but
seeing-
I wasn't.
They're not curse words, but they were getting really, you know, conspiracy theorists coming out because they're like, I don't even. They're just it's just a string of random words. They got hacked? I don't think so. It seemed like an ad, but it was like brainwashing type of stuff. Isn't it people in Vegas who actually live there? They talk about how much of an eyesore the dome is. Oh no. We're gonna lose the dome permissions. Wait, it's not actually called... No, the sphere. That's what it's called. Okay, not dome. That'd be cool though if Hololive would have a concert. No, actually, I don't know. Everybody, all the fans, you guys would be showing up to Vegas. I feel like someone will die. I don't know, like... Isn't Vegas crazy? Somebody's gonna get into like a fight at a casino and something, you know... I don't know. I'm just projecting maybe, right? You know, we don't leave the house that often. All of a sudden, we're put in a new environment where there's crazy stuff that happens, is all I'm saying. I've never been to Vegas, so I don't know how safe it is. I do remember once, though, Auntie Watson was driving through Vegas, and she was trying not to hit somebody on the road. It was like somebody sleeping on the sidewalk, and their leg was off the road, so she swerved a little bit. And her mirror tapped somebody else's mirror who was on the road, on the lane next to her, I guess, because she was swerving, trying not to run over somebody. And the guy got out of his car and he got really angry and he was like throwing stuff at her car, and she thought maybe he was, you know, on something. So no, she wasn't watching Netflix this time. No, she wasn't. I was gonna say maybe because Vegas is really hot, it makes people like really angry or something, but Isn't it like in Boston or something? There's also a ton of road rage incidents. And isn't Boston cold, kind of, right? I don't know. I've never been to Boston either. Boston. I've only been to the Boston market. The Watson from Boston. Wait, what did they say in Boston? The park. I'm trying to park my car. Wait, isn't that like Family Guy? They don't have Boston accents, do they? Wait, hey, Peter. Boston. Trying to park my car. Hey, aren't they from Family Guy, like that same area kind of? Maybe not. Oh wait, Rhode Island. Yeah. Actually, I've been to Rhode Island before. I was the first time I ever like walked in a river. I walked in a river and I found clay. Just like Minecraft. That's right. Wait, I hear people say that like outside of the stream. I thought that was just something you guys say, but is that something people on the internet also say? Like, oh, this is just like Minecraft. I remember when I first started playing Minecraft and then I played games after that, I was like, whoa, wait, this is like Minecraft. Yeah, I said it first. Okay, well, I wasn't sure. Okay, one thing I thought, I was like, oh, because I would always ask you guys, like, oh, is this real? But I know other streamers do that, and I'll see it in TikTok comments, except they'll be like, oh, chat, is this real? But in like written down comments where it's not live, it's become a meme. I've heard people like talking online in games to each other, right? And they'll just be like, chat, is this real? But they're not even streaming. It's just a phrase that you can just say like by yourself when you're sitting alone in your room, like thinking your own thoughts, and then you could just be like, chat, is this real? Chat, am I cooked? I didn't know. So apparently I think in the US, it's common that there are hotels that don't have a 13th floor. I guess in Asian countries, it's common that hotels don't have a 4th floor because 4 is bad luck, you know? I've been getting like a lot of paranormal supernatural videos recently, and one I saw, it's about this specific hotel. I want to say it's in Atlanta. You guys could probably find it if you search up Carousel Bar Hotel. And the story was about that hotel where they were on the elevator and the elevator was not going. Randomly, the elevator stopped like at the 13th floor, but it wouldn't close. The doors wouldn't close. So they got out and walked around, and it was really empty and super quiet. And then when they tried to go back in the elevator, there was like a elevator doorman. Scary. And apparently the doorman was a ghost. But yeah, apparently it's a real place. I even went and looked up the Wikipedia because I was curious about the history of it. It's like a hotel built in the 1800s. Yeah, but the bar looks really cool. So it can't, I mean, the bar's on the ground floor, but apparently it has a spinning carousel bar, which sounds like it would make you sick. It does look cool though in pictures. Yeah, I've been getting a ton of paranormal videos. There's like people who swear they seen vampires. Oh, or people who swear. Well, I probably should. How did I say this? It's like an island, okay? An island nation, I suppose. And people are like, yeah, back home on the island, it's common knowledge that there's zombies because I don't know. They started talking about this story where this lady, it was like this guy's sister, and she got hexed by like a local witch, I guess, and she got really sick and she died. And then somebody else brought her back to life like 2 months later. But they were like, yeah, this is normal on the island. There's some people who like die and then they come back and they're not the same. They're not the same as they used to be. It's totally real. Am I a zombie? I mean, I did have a traumatic head injury when I was a child. Maybe it's possible.